Speaking of searches, do you guys want to play Gavin or Google?
Oh,
have you played it yet, Chris?
I've never played it.
All right, let's play some Gavin or Google. Let's do it. We haven't played this in a long time. Am I gonna have to sing?
No.
Gavin or Google, Google or Gavin, which one said it? Let's find out. Hey,
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh,
It's like an anime. It's like a GIF.
Wow.
It's like 5 frames a second.
you're so critical. It's supposed
It's
to look
so-
like a late night talk show thing.
All right.
I think you look great.
All right, Chris, Barbara, we are going to play Gavin or Google. The way Gavin or Google is played is we take a 3 or 4 word search phrase, we enter it into the popular search engine Google, and we give it to Gavin free.
I'm
And
going to try and do my best not to laugh.
we will have 2 results, and you have to figure out which one said it, Gavin or Google. Do you understand the rules as they have been read to you?
Yes, sir.
Barbara?
Yes.
Let's play. All right, Gavin or Google. The first phrase that we gave to both Gavin and Google was, how many? How many? The first return that I got was, how many times can you freeze ice? The second was, how many words are there? Which one said which? Barbara, which one want to know how many words are there? Was that Gavin or Google?
Man. I think that was Google.
How many words?
How many
are
words
there?
are there is Google?
How many words are there?
I
You think that was Gavin or Google? What'd you say?
I said Google.
You said Google.
Can I agree with Google?
You can totally agree.
I agree with Google.
You are both correct.
Oh.
Google wanted to know. It was the third most popular search. How many words are there?
How many words are
Further
there?
down the list, how many numbers are there? But I thought that was impossibly stupid.
I realized after I wrote that I that's dumber than I intended it to be. I meant to write how many times can you freeze water. Ice is very
Freeze ice. Just put it back.
Because you
in the
know how
fridge.
like you'll freeze food and then you can once you've thawed it out, it's minging and you can't eat it.
Oh, you know what's worse like that is ice cream.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah, it gets like crystal.
It totally changes.
Yeah.
What is that? Because they froze it the first time and it
yeah.
wasn't
So I was
last.
wondering like
idea.
if you keep doing it with water and it keeps freezing and keeps thawing out like thousands of times, does it become weird? Does it become different? Who knows?
I don't know. Like,
I wouldn't
can
drink
you
it,
wear out water?
Yeah, use it all up.
It's just basically water's a very polar compound.
Well, if you get other stuff in it, like other particles that funk up the
Well, you're talking about
taste.
contaminating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know, I mean, it's like water's. I don't know if we ever talked about that. Like water is like the simplest thing, but the reason why they look for it on other planets is it's a completely miraculous thing to have. Like the way that it interacts, the way how polar it is, and like even as simple as like when you freeze it as a solid, it's the only liquid that floats on itself as a solid. Like if you have molten steel and you have a steel ball is more dense as a solid, and it'll sink to the bottom of molten steel.
But if you
liquid
take
steel.
all the air out of water and then freeze it, doesn't it sink?
No, water. The way the
I
way the
guess-
molecule is,
It's oxygen,
it
isn't it?
lines up, and it's like a lattice that it forms as it gets colder, and it gets less dense as a solid. And you think about that. If water was more dense as a solid, every time a lake froze, it would freeze from the bottom up, and everything in it would die. But the fact that it like has an insulating layer of ice on top, that's how it lives. Anyway, we're off on a huge science tangent there, but that's why they always look for water when they go to planets. It's a big fucking deal when they find water on Mars. Everybody goes ape shit in
Yeah.
that control room. All right, next question for Gavin or Google. Who said the following, Gavin or Google? I asked the question, can your hands, the first return I got was, can your hands have toes? Can your hands have toes? And the other one was, can your hands lose weight? Can you lose weight in your hands? Chris, Barbara went first last time. You tell us which one is Gavin and which one was Google.
Can your hands lose weight is Gavin.
Can your hands lose weight is Gavin. Barbara?
I'm gonna say, can your hands lose weight is Google.
The people who want to know can your hands lose weight was Google. Someone want to know if they can lose weight in their hands.
The reason I knew that is because weight loss questions are so fucking popular on Google.
You are absolutely correct.
Like every
Really?
scenario you could think of is a weight loss question.
The weirdest, a search I always do, and I always go back to it, and I always forget until I look at the search that I'm not going to use it, which is, what is the most?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know the same thing. They want to know either what the most poisonous whatever is. I don't know whatever poisonous is a big search, and then what the most expensive is. Like I was thinking, like, what's the most stars in the sky, or some stupid search like that? No, it's always what's the most expensive or what's the most
I
poisonous.
guess that's like you use the word most for that kind of stuff.
What's
Yeah.
the most expensive poison?
Also, can we,
That would be the ultimate Google search.
can we just go back around and what the fuck? Can your hands have toes?
Well, I mean, how do you classify a toe?
It is true. What?
Like,
what?
when
what's
is it-
the
when
Like
is
thumb?
the
instead of
finger?
fingers?
Well, people have the toe fingers.
Yeah,
So toe thumbs.
I've seen that before on
Yeah,
people.
toe thumbs.
I don't know what that means.
It's
Well,
your thumb looks like a toe. Like it's really stubby and the nail is shorter and it's just like it's
You know
a
when
lot
you see it.
rounder. Yeah.
When you see a toe thumb, you know. it.
Megan Fox has them.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I have fingers. Why is this a thumb? Like I have 5 fingers.
Yeah,
but
that's what I
It's
was asking.
the
It's like,
joints. Look
is
how many
it-
joints you have.
2 joints.
1, 2, 2
So, okay,
there,
so
1
say
there.
I had a finger on my hand that only had 1 knuckle. Is that a toe now, or what?
Yeah, maybe.
Did any of you do? Any of you have the hitchhiker thumb?
Dude, Matt Hullum, he can almost touch his thumb to the back of his hand.
That's
It's
gross. My thumb literally stops straight. It won't go any further back. It's
Mine
like-
will go
Does
almost.
mine count? I guess mine does. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm pretty impressed.
See, I have it on my finger. Like my finger will bend up.
I have that thing where my fingers curve a little bit, like they.
I
slant
never knew
like
it was
that.
something weird until
Ah, look at that.
I was flipping a page in a book.
Whoa!
And someone looked at my thumb and they're like, "What are
Whoa!
you doing?" And I was just like,
See,
"I'm
mine's just like
bending
that's
my
as
thumb."
far as my thumb goes, but my finger is like
Wow.
it's like boop.
You just, I want to let you know, just doing that, you lost like 5,000 followers.
Oh, that's
like
okay.
immediately. They're like,
okay.
nope. All right. That's what they were looking for this whole time was that. That's their eject button.
Well, if that's the reason they're leaving, I didn't like you anyway.
But yeah, I always wonder like what designates, why call out a thumb as like a different thing, but it's not. It's still a finger. But it's the
Well,
thumb.
fingers
We
have
never called it
3
the thumb
joints.
finger. I have 3 joints in my thumb. Don't I? I have one here. It's just further down. It's way down here.
Well, I think like
No, there's less.
there's like 3 bends you could do in your finger, or sorry, 2 bends, and with the thumb
One.
you could only do 1 bend.
There's 3.
No, there's 2.
Yeah, it's way down here.
And there's
What?
2 on
way
your
down here.
thumb.
That's a knuckle, isn't it?
Well, that's like
What's a
saying that this
knuckle?
is a bend.
Is it?
It
This
is a
the
bend.
knuckle.
That
Yeah.
that's my
No,
hand.
no.
All right, could
Are you trying-
someone tweet? We're looking at the tweet.
Wait,
stream
wait,
right
wait.
now.
Why are we looking this up? We can just count. Hold on. 1,
I just want to know
2.
the difference
No,
between
no,
the
Gavin,
thumb
I'm
and
saying
the
there's one
finger.
way
Three.
down here. There's one way down here.
1.
But that's the knuckle,
2.
isn't it?
What is a
That's-
knuckle? A knuckle's a joint. Why are you differentiating between knuckles
Then
and
the
joints?
finger has
No, but there's all this
4 of them.
fatty skin stuff.
All right, let's just
Right
Google
there.
a skeleton of a hand.
You know what somebody else pointed out to me, which I need a visual aid here to show, which is when you hold your hand up like this, like you can see the line of my fingers. I'm trying to do it in the mirror.
God, I want to high five you so bad.
It's like all your fingers are completely uneven, but when you close your hand, all your fingers are dead even. Like you can't even up your fingers open, but when you close your hand, all your fingers line up dead
You mean
even.
the
Mine
tips at
does.
the bottom?
What's that? But you can just do it like that. You can totally do it.
Oh.
But you can't do it any other way.
No.
I
Do you
don't
ever
know
do
why, I
like
found
the
that fascinating.
the wobbly wibble?
Get the fuck out of here. You ever done the dead finger? Do the dead finger thing with him.
I don't know what it is.
Here, give me your hand. Put your hand up here. Give me either one.
Dead
no,
finger.
up
Do
here.
it to him.
Do it to Barbara.
No,
You're right.
I don't
we're
want-
gonna pass it along. We're gonna pass it
I don't
along.
want to do this.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm scared.
Do-
Let's keep going.
do
Gavin
it.
or Google.
It's gonna be
it.
fine. Put your right hand up.
I don't like the word Gavin or Google.
I'll do it later. She's completely freaked out. I'm not gonna force Barbara to touch me.
I'm just
It's
scared
gonna
you're
be
gonna
half
like
the
bend
podcast.
something.
It'll
All
be
right.
fine. It'll be fine. What's he gonna do? Pull your
It's
finger
Do you know what
off?
the dead finger thing is?
No.
I'll show you later. It's creepy anyway.
I really want to find out.
I'll
Get
walk
over it.
over. I'll walk over in a minute after Gavin or Google. I'll show you this thing.
Is that like where you sit on your hand?
No, that's a masturbation thing. I'm not gonna do that with Barbara. All right.
Sorry,
sit on
sorry,
my
sorry,
hand.
sorry.
All right. The last question I asked about Gavin and Google: did medieval knights? Everybody's familiar with medieval knights?
Yeah.
Did medieval knights? Either Gavin or Google wanted to know: did medieval knights have special toilets? And the other wanted to know: did medieval knights use guns? Did medieval knights use guns? Chris, which one said which? You're behind by 1 point.
Did medieval knights use guns? It's Google.
Okay, Barbara.
Yeah, I like that answer too, but this is the last one. so-
No, you gotta play it to win.
I'm gonna say use guns is Gavin.
You are incorrect, Chris. You are correct. We have a tie, as we always do in Gavin and
Hey,
Google.
I love it when nobody wins.
So actually, the Google wanted to know 2 questions. The top 2, which was did medieval knights use guns, and the other one, which I so desperately wanted to use, which was, did medieval knights really exist? People don't. I mean, I get the train of thought why King Arthur is a fictional character
Yeah.
or a fictionalized character, so therefore I guess they would think that maybe knights didn't really exist either. But how could you not know that knights are like a real thing?
That would actually be
They're knights today. They have knights. I mean, they exist right now.
one of the best things about being a knight in full armor is that people think you're still working if you just leave your outfit hung up.
What is that?
Like
mean?
if you're guarding a door and you just get out of the suit and just leave it stood there, you can just go and have a nap or something.
They might think you're better at it even.
Yeah, I think there's no other job where just by hanging up your clothes, you can still be doing your work.
Okay, this is like third grade bullshit. What I'm gonna shoot this dead finger thing here. Okay,
Alright.
watch. You're gonna have to touch my hand though. So, all right. So take your hand and put it up. No, take your hand and put it up like this hand here. Right here. All right,
Someone's gonna
now
get hurt.
Lower all your fingers but your middle finger. If you can do that.
I like this.
Oh, and then you just twist it and you
No,
go...
not like that. Okay, now feel like that. Do that. It's creepy, right?
Why is that weird?
See, I knew it would be weird.
Oh,
Y'all are weird.
Yeah, it's creepy.
why was that weird?
Why were you
Because
stroking
it's like
it
you
like
expect
that?
to feel the front
Do
of
it
your
to-
finger.
No, I don't want
Do
to
it to Barbara.
Stop
You
it.
do it to Barbara. You're on the
Stop
couch
it.
with
I don't
Barbara.
wanna-
People want to watch you touch Barbara anyway. Fucking ratings will go up.
OTP.
You're about to be educated, motherfucker.
You know, I gotta say, these songs are getting better.